Hello, it's Alison coming live to you from Tampa. It feels funny not to say a number for my Facebook Live, but here I am coming live to you from Tampa. I think we'll stick with that for the beginning for a start. So Thanksgiving is next week, and everyone's talking about the food, the sides, the turkey, the desserts, and I was thinking there will be some people out there who don't want to overindulge this year. They maybe are thinking they're wanting to maybe diet or keep their weight down or not overindulge anyway. So I thought I'd come up with a few tips, and the internet is very useful at that. And so I found a few tips to help us enjoy Thanksgiving, even if we're counting those calories. So here we go. The first one is, and these work really if you're at home hosting Thanksgiving or even if you're a guest at somebody else's home. The first one is to, if you're asked to bring a side, maybe take a fruit platter or a veggie tray. Those are ways that you can just, maybe if you're feeling snacky, instead of hitting the cookies or the cake, you could just grab a carrot or two, and there are loads of different veggies you can cut up for a veggie tray. You can even buy veggie trays, can't you, in the supermarkets these days? And you don't have to dip them in the dip. You could actually have them just on their own. Carrots, cauliflower, snap peas, my favourite, and celery, and all these little dippy type little bits of fruit and veg that you can cut up, as I say, for a fruit or veggie platter. So that's one idea. The second one is to use a small plate. Yeah, put your scales back 10 kilograms. Good idea, David. Use a small plate. So we're all very geared up, aren't we, to a dinner plate, which is normal now for us. But if you instead have a smaller plate, you're less likely to overindulge, and maybe go round, when you're going around the buffet style meal, instead of having a full serving size of the full serving spoon, maybe just have half of that and just fill your plate up so you feel like you're having the normal amount of food, but just a smaller amount in total because you've got a smaller plate and you've used a smaller spoon or serving size. So that's another way to reduce your calorific intake on the day. The third tip is to drink water. So if you drink 8 ounces of water before you start eating, that'll help make you feel a little bit fuller, and then you won't necessarily eat quite so much, and that will help as well to reduce the amount of food that you're eating on the day. Number 4th tip is to avoid the casseroles. I came to Thanksgiving meals quite a bit later than the average bear, I suppose, because I was in my 30s when I started eating Thanksgiving meals, because I didn't grow up with that in England, obviously. So all these casseroles, this sweet potato casserole, the green bean casserole, I'd never heard of these things. So obviously I was trying them out when I first came over. It was just an amazing feast. But obviously they've got a huge amount of hidden sweetness, sugar and calories in them. So there are ways of avoiding those, and you can even just put a sweet potato in the oven and bake it like any other potato, like a jacket potato, baked potato, and just have that without all the sugar and the honey and all the other ingredients. I was looking up a recipe earlier on: the brown sugar, the butter, the pecans, the marshmallows. So that would be always another way of reducing the calories, and just having more of the plain vegetables rather than the ones that have got all the extra butter and extra added ingredients. David's suggesting have internet friends so you save on food. Good idea. So that's the 4th idea. And then the 5th one is when you're tempted to go around with your plate for a second time for seconds, maybe wait. So the hormone in your gut that tells your brain that you're full is leptin, and that takes about 20 minutes to work. So from when you start eating at the beginning of the meal to 20 minutes, about 20 minutes later, that's when the leptin kicks in and tells your brain, I'm full, stop eating. So if you've wolfed your food down and you've gone around for seconds within 10 minutes, obviously that leptin hasn't had a chance to tell your brain that you're full. So just take a note of the time when you start eating, and wait 20 minutes before you go for your seconds. And obviously you're eating in that time, it's not hanging about for 20 minutes, but just wait till that 20-minute period's finished, and then wait to see if you're still hungry. And And maybe that will help you avoid having that overfull feeling, having to undo your belt buckle, open up, all sorts of ideas there. But, just to help you stay comfortable and enjoy your meal with your family and friends, and really enjoy the time with everybody, rather than feeling full and kind of reaching for any medicine to make you feel better, having overindulged. So just a few little tips there. I've got a list of 3 more that I can send out to you if you'd like those. If these sounded interesting to you, let me know and I can send them out to you. And thank you so very much for joining me live from Tampa, and I will see you next time. Thanks so very much for joining me. Bye bye.